Welcome everybody to the 2026 FIM World Quadcross Championship. We've had 6 rounds already, and now after a 6-week break, we're into the final 3 rounds of this inaugural World Championship season. Patrick Torini was the man in form in the early half of this season, but a few injuries and a few setbacks means that the number 311 of 5-time European champion Kevin Saar has had the opportunity to catch up. Gdansk in Poland was all about Zach Decker. A 1-1 finish for him meant he went home with the full 60 points before we headed over to Karksy Neuer, and it was Carl Robin Rillo who took his first ever overall GP victory. Before the 6-week break got underway, it was the 19-year-old Estonian who had the momentum behind him, but going into the break with the red plate was Kevin Saar. It's round 7 of 9 of the World Quadcross Championship season, and we find ourselves in the centre of Latvia, about 100 miles away from the capital of Riga, the quiet town of Madona. Plenty of scenery to look at, but this weekend it is all about the racetrack, 1.7 kilometres in length. And before the weekend got underway, we had the opportunity to catch up with Kevin Saar, Patrick Torini and Mark McLernon.
I think it's gonna be just have to ride safe, just do your own thing, don't overpush, because the hills are very, very sharp here. Have to stay safe and do your own riding. I think it's good. We need rules so everyone's following and it's not going out of the control. So I'm very surprised they did the fuel test. Luckily I was okay. I knew I was okay because I was using the right fuel. So I think it's good for the sport to keep it in the rules. My main goal is to finish everything safely, especially the 2 motos where we get points. That's the main goal for me, just to ride my race, don't do anything bad on the track, to take any risks. So that's my main goal.
I like the track. Last year the track was super good. I win 2 motos and I have a lot of enjoy. So I think it's a great weekend for me. It's the rules, but honestly I don't like too much because they stop in for the increase the horsepower. But the rules is the rules. Stay safe. After my crash in Estonia, I need more time for back to 100%, so my best playing is stay safe during this weekend.
Yeah, the track looks nice. You know, we had a track back home like Desert Martin, which is quite similar, I think, to this. So hopefully, I think tomorrow it's probably going to get quite ruddy with the sidecars, so I think it'll be nice though. It's a wee bit of a pity because Manfred Zenneker got hurt at the last round and Harry is not come. He's got more important things in his life this weekend, so you know, I think it would be nice to try to get on a podium, but we will see.
So, hello Carlos, we are here, Madona, 6th round of the quads. What do you like of this track?
Yeah, I like this track because it's really fast. It's a typical Latvian track. It's not hard pack like it was previous rounds really often in the south of the Europe. It's got some quite uphills, downhills, and still with sand, and it will get with ruts and with bumps, and it's exactly my style.
And you're from Latvia. Is this track far away from you? Is it close?
No, comparing to all the other rounds, it's really close. It's only 200 kilometers from my home, so I'm really happy that I can come here at Friday and that I don't have to leave at my home at Monday for spend all week traveling.
Yeah. And is this a track where you sometimes go training or somewhere else?
Yeah, of course, in the last month I came here really often, but usually I go to trainings a little bit closer to my home. But now, yeah, when I was preparing for this GP, I came here and got everything perfect so I could be confident about this GP.
So, and the last couple of races, I think you improve. Instead of last year, you are going better and better. What is your prediction about this weekend? Do you think you can manage to go to the front?
Yeah, this year it was not my best year. I had some issues, but every race my speed was even better and better, and I improved. And in this race, I hope that the starts will be good, because in this track starts are really important. And yeah, and the starts, if the starts are good, then I think the race will also be good. And my goal is to podium finish. And it's in this track, I think it's the highest possibility from all the GP tracks to be in the podium here.
With 2/3 of this World Championship down already, it's Kevin Saar who leads the way by 25 points over Patrick Torini. Manfred Zienicke and Harry Walker are not here this weekend, so it could be the opportunity Mark McLernon needs to shine. Six rounds completed, 3 more to go. 3 more qualifying races and 6 more GP races. It's all to play for. And it's Kevin Saar who has the advantage with those 25 points. But Carl Robin Rillo is not one to be discounted. He took his first ever overall GP victory 6 weeks ago in Karksinoja. And we're just over the border from Estonia here in Latvia. And it could well be Carl Robin Rillo to do the business yet again. Home support for Rainis Beetsans, Carlis Straubergs and Carlis Neyer could prove to work in their favour. Or could Patrick Torini throw a spanner in the works? He has an injury, but you can never discount the former European champion. Mark McLernon, the 2 guys in front of him in the World Championship, are absent, so it could well be Mark who will take the fight here this weekend. The first race of the weekend, all eyes down on those gates as the 5-second board is removed. Kevin Saar from the left-hand side of the gate gets a lightning start, and Carl Robin Rillo has been left in his dust. Jordi Nicolas Gieler is up there in contention as well, as is Mark McLernon and Carlis Straubergs. But number 311, your World Championship leader and the current red plate holder, the 26-year-old Estonian of Kevin Saar, leads the way. Tarold Hellebust was fighting with the number 526 of Jordi Nicolas Gieler, and already you can see Rainis Beetsans, the number 23, going through the picture. He started from the second row, but Rainis Beetsans from that second row already up into the middle of the pack. That's about 15th position for the man on bike number 23, but it's Tarold Hellebust who's up into second place. Carlis Straubergs a few places behind, and he is ahead of Sylvain Petit. But as they drop down from the top end of the circuit, this is a challenge for third position. Keep your eye on those quads in third place, because Carl Robin Rillo is going to the inside and through on the 526 of Jordi Nicolas Gieler. So it's Kevin Saar who leads at the end of the opening lap, ahead of number 32. That's Norway's Tarold Hellebust. 741, Carl Robin Rillo. 526 is Jordi Nicolas Gieler, with the 919 of Mark McLernon rounding out the top 5. But Jordi Nicolas Gieler is falling into the clutches of Mark McLernon. Outside line for Jordi, inside line for Mark McLernon, who promptly gets the power on and takes the line away from Jordi Nicolas Gieler. And with that, he takes 4th position in the early stages of race number 1 here in Madona. Kevin Saar down towards the bottom end of the circuit and towards the end of lap number 8. Here comes Carl Robin Rillo looking to mount a challenge on Tarold Hellebust, moves to the inside and takes the line away from the Norwegian. And Carl Robin Rillo, the man who took the overall victory at the previous round in Karksinoja, he takes second place ahead of Tarold Hellebust, who's looking to retaliate but isn't able to do so, as we head into the final half of race number 1. Carl Robin Rillo with a 5-second deficit. It could well be too much of a gap to bridge for the 19-year-old Estonian, but second place in race 1 would certainly not go amiss. Tarold Hellebust, who made that storming start, still there in the wheel tracks of the man in front. Here comes Kevin Saar, and it's Patrick Torini. He's going to put a lap down here. Patrick just taking a look over his right shoulder. He's in a battle with Ollie Sansom for 17th place. But Kevin Saar, your race leader, putting his main championship rival down by 1 lap as he starts lap number 15. Seemingly nothing can stop Kevin Saar in race number 1, but he has had a difficult time throughout the course of this season. We saw it in Kramelin in round 2. We saw it at Canada Heights at round number 4. But Kevin Saar has led this race from the gate drop all the way into these closing stages. The braking bumps starting to appear in the latter half, but Kevin Saar has an issue. Kevin Saar, that Yamaha has decided to cry enough. Through goes Patrick Torini to unlap himself, and you have to believe that Carl Robin Rillo will be making an appearance very shortly. There he goes, Carl Robin Rillo into the lead of the race, and it's a broken chain guide that has put Kevin Saar out of the race. Watch him. Goes for the power, the chain comes off of the sprocket and gets jammed in the rear axle. And that is race over for Kevin Saar, out of what was almost a certain victory. That hands the reins of the race over to the number 741 of Carl Robin Rillo, who I'm sure cannot believe his luck in this race. Kevin Saar leading it from the gate drop all the way to the penultimate lap, but it is going to be the number 741 of Carl Robin Rillo, the young Estonian, who will come home to take victory in race number 1 here in Madona. He put in the hard work, he got through on Tarot Hellebust, and with Kevin Saar out of the race, he put himself in prime position to take the victory here in race number 1. But Kevin, he'll be absolutely disappointed with the end result of that race. Tarot Hellebust comes home in second ahead of Jordi Nicholas Gieler, with Mark McClernand and Carlis Neyer rounding out the top 5 as the first of the home riders. Strauberg's like Matteo Stiller, Rainis Beatsands from the second row of the gate. He comes home in 9th place ahead of 545 Lorinas Mikalauskas. A good ride for the 222 of Rasmus Sona, Tadeusz Rajstik and Sylvain Petit, but Patrick Torini, 4 points in 17th. Ollie Sansom, Gidrius Nitsanovas and Carl Coho claiming the final point. But what a brilliant ride it was for the 526 of Jordi Nicholas Gieler, his first podium.
Yeah, it worked perfect. I took a perfect start. I was second after the start, and then I rode a good race. I had an amazing battle with Mark McLaren, but I mean, I didn't give up and it worked out. It was so good.
Another man who took his first podium of the season is the number 32 of Tarot Hellebust.
It was good. I felt good. It's a lot of rocks. In the end, it was almost like getting avoid those rocks, but oh yeah, that second place felt good now.
Carl Robin Rillo, victory in race number 1, and he must be delighted with that result.
Yeah, no, definitely. First of all, I just want to say my condolences to Kevin. He was really fast, and to have a mechanical on the last laps, I know how much it hurts from Karksi, so yeah, it's tough, but yeah, it's really sweet to get this here because yeah, last year my European Championship campaign ended here with a bad crash in free practice, so yeah, it was a bit of bittersweet coming here, but to start the competition day off like this, it's really good, yeah.
Race number 2 starting to build up here. Carl Robin Rillo, he took his first overall GP victory 6 weeks ago at the previous round in Karksi Neue, and a win in race number 1 puts him in a brilliant spot to go back to back. He'll be the second rider this season to do so if he can pull it off. Race 2 well and truly underway here in Madona, and Jordi Nicholas Gieler got the whole shot, but Carl Robin Rillo and Kevin Saar both finding their way through on lap number 1. Jordi Nicholas Gieler, who was third in race 1, he finds himself back in third in this second race. But Carl Robin Rillo and Kevin Saar, this is exactly what we saw at the previous round in Karksi Neue, and it is Rillo from Saar. But here's Mark McClernand and Jordi Nicholas Gieler again. Roles reversed, Jordi goes to the inside and Mark goes to the outside as they go through the whoops and over the tabletop. But some distance is starting to open up now between 526 Jordi Nicholas Gieler and Mark McClernand as Kevin Saar swoops into the race lead ahead of Carl Robin Rillo. Now this will be personal for Kevin Saar. He's slightly older than Carl Robin Rillo, but the two Estonians get on well off circuit. But for Kevin Saar, when there's a man in front, he wants to get by. A good ride, fourth, 135, Matteo Stiller. He's in seventh in the midpoint of this race. And a good battle starting to brew up behind him between Laurinus Mikalauskas and Rainis Beetsans. Again, Rainis Beetsans from row number 2 after his 27th place finish in qualification race on Saturday. But through the whoops, and Rainis Beetsans looking to line up a move on the 545 of Laurinus Mikalauskas. And look who's behind him, rounding out the top 10 at the moment. That's the number 99 of Carlis Straubergs, the man who was runner-up in the Latvian National Championship in 2025. Carlis Straubergs, he's riding brilliantly here this weekend. He had a difficult time on Saturday in the qualifying race, but Carlis Straubergs is right there pressuring the two guys in front as Laurinus Mikalauskas still defends that position from Rainis Beetsans side by side, and Rainis just showing the high line through that first left-hander. That hard work, all to do again. The battle for fifth rages on. This is Harold Hellebust and Carlis Neyer. Hellebust to the inside, then the outside line. Carlis Neyer outside to inside through the double option line, and they are wheel to wheel and side by side as they go over the finish jump. But it is Harold Hellebust who has the inside line for the left-hander. Can Carlis Neyer carry the speed around the outside? He's certainly trying it, and they're still wheel to wheel, but it's Carlis Neyer who comes out on top, and the 69 machine, the first of the Latvians in this race, moves up to fifth place. Onto the final lap, and Kevin Saar swoops around the outside to give him the inside through this double option line. He puts Sylvain Petit down by 1 lap, but after the trials and tribulations of race number 1, Kevin Saar takes victory in race 2 here in Madona and extends his World Championship lead. But Carl Robin Rillo with second place, he will take the overall victory. Mark McClernand third in race 2. That should put him on the overall podium. And here we have it. Carl Robin Rillo, Mark McClernand and Jordi Nicolas Gieler, your top 3 here in Latvia. Harold Hellebust and Carlis Neyer rounding up the top 5 and his first of the home riders. Matteo Stiller, Kevin Saar, despite a DNF in race number 1, he's their 7th overall ahead of Rainis Beetsans, Delano Ike and Laurinus Mikalauskas, who rounds out the top 10 on his Yamaha. Today's race dick, Jiri Brel, Carlis Straubergs, a DNF in race number 2, unfortunately for the young Latvian. He finishes ahead of Patrick Torini. But what a brilliant weekend it has been for Jordi Nicolas Gieler, his first ever overall GP podium.
Yeah, this race was amazing. It was maybe the best race I've ever had. I took the whole shot and then I just kept going. I had a good pace and then something on my bike broke, but I didn't give up. Yeah, it worked out. Third overall is so amazing. Thanks to everyone who made this possible. Thanks to my mom, dad, my brother, all the sponsors. Thank you so much. I'm super happy.
Before the weekend got underway, Mark McClernand hoped of a podium, and here he is in second position after a great weekend of racing.
You know, that race there was hard work, you know, and I almost caught Carl on the last couple of laps. It was close, you know, and like, to be fair, physically I've worked quite hard in the last few months just to try to get sort of, I don't know, a bit of weight off and try to get a decent result, you know, but you know, it was good fun, yep.
Carl Robin Rillo had to wait a long time for his first overall victory, but he goes back to back and takes the honours in round 7.
Yeah, no, that was the main goal, to prove that it was not just a one-time wonder, and yeah, it feels amazing to do it here, but yeah, for the race, I'm not too happy with my performance because yeah, I got the whole shot and it would have made life easy for me, but physical and speed just wasn't there for this race, so just had to defend the second place and yeah, had to just bring it home safe. So not too happy myself, but kind of really disappointed with a podium top step.
After 7 rounds of the World Quadcross Championship, it's Kevin Saar who leads the championship by 48 points over Patrick Torini and Mark McClernand. Manfred Zienicke and Harry Walker round out the top 5 as Carl Robin Rillo, with 2 GP victories in the past 2 rounds, he jumps up to 12th.
We never stop, so go on when you finish, and even when we bleed.
We hope you've enjoyed the racing here from Madona in Latvia. There's only 2 more rounds to go in this inaugural World Quadcross Championship season. But from myself, in the meantime, Bradley Hicks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again in 1 week for a new venue in Lithuania. Take care. Bye-bye.